Hey fam, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to do the Shop My Stash Scavenger Hunt review roundup for our brand this week, Hourglass. So if you're interested in finding out my thoughts on all the Hourglass products that I tried this week, go ahead and stay tuned. We're going to get into it right now. So the first product I tried was the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer, right? Right. This product, I only have like a little mini size of it, like a deluxe size. This is something I think I might consider buying a full size of. If you guys have ever used the Angel Skin by NYX, you know that kind of velvety texture that it leaves on your skin. This is similar, but it's much more luxe. Much like that, this leaves like a velvety texture on your skin that creates like a more smoothing base for your foundation to go on top of. You can definitely feel it on your skin when you apply it. Your skin feels like a completely different texture. You might be able to get a similar result with the Angel Skin from NYX. I'd have to put that to the test though. I'm definitely considering buying the full size of this guy. The next product I tried were these little foundation sticks. This is the Vanish foundation stick, and I have one in alabaster and one in vanilla. Basically why I have two of these foundation sticks, itchy. Why I basically have two of these foundation sticks is that I was using like that shade match algorithm thing, and it gave me alabaster as the shade I should use. Alabaster's way too light for my skin. It makes me look like a ghost. Vanilla is a much better, closer shade range, but I don't want to just like throw this out. You know what I mean? It wouldn't make any sense. So what I usually do with these two is I'll put the lighter alabaster foundation in like the areas of my face where I want it to be a little bit lighter, and I'll go around the rest of my face, the periphery, with the vanilla. You'll see me blend these into my skin. I do like the finish. I think that this foundation, I mean, it's not my favorite foundation. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful foundation, but it can kind of tend to sometimes settle into my skin a bit, or crease a bit. It also is not going to be your longest wearing foundation ever. So if you were like looking for a Ford Tough foundation, this is not your girl. Your girl's probably like Maybelline Fit Me. That will last all day and look beautiful. Like, oh my goodness. But if you're looking for like a special occasion foundation, you're going out to dinner, you have like a nice date, this can be really beautiful. And when it does wear down, because it will wear down, it will break down, it doesn't look bad. Like it doesn't look bad at all, but you'll start to notice a little bit of like patchiness maybe around this area. I don't think it's bad at all. It's just very expensive for something that doesn't last you like all day, but you know, it's the nature of the beast. Next, I went in with this little Hourglass concealer. This one I've had in my collection for quite some time. This is also in the shade Vanilla, and then this is the Hidden Concealer. This is more of like a stick formula. And what I actually found is that I like the way this lays under my eyes. However, it doesn't provide the most full coverage concealer. This guy is the new Hourglass concealer, and his name is, he's in Creme. This is also Vanish concealer. So they just kind of kept the same name, I guess, for both of them. The doe foot reminds me a lot of like the Jeffree Star doe foot because it's got that little kind of pocket that holds your product in there. This has a much better coverage, much more full coverage, but this one, I tried it like 2 or 3 times. It creased on me. But what I found is if I go in with this first, this sort of like fills in and smooths everything out, and then I go in with this, I end up with like a concealer that I actually really like. It's kind of cool that I have them both, especially because Hourglass comes at a very high price point. That's why I have so few products. If you've seen some of my past Shop My Stashes, I had like a bucket of stuff. This I have like 12 things to talk about, you know what I mean? If you like a lighter coverage, I would go with this guy. If you have super young under eyes, I do not, unfortunately. If you have young under eyes and you don't deal with creasing a lot, you might like this a lot. Or if you go in with less product than I do, that might also help. I have a lot to cover, so I just kind of put it in the beginning part of my eyes, and then I try to just kind of blend it through, and hopefully it won't crease as much. But it's so pretty. I almost like don't mind the creasing. I mind it, but like I'm like, meh. But I just don't want to like misadvise you guys. I want you to know this absolutely on me does crease, unless I go in with this first, in which case then it seems to be a little bit better. Next, I want to talk about this little guy. I believe this is part of their permanent line. I wanted to get one of their 6-pan palettes, and at the time that I was getting all of these, I didn't even know that those were just like super duper duper like limited edition. This was all I could find on the site that was like close to what I was looking for, so I picked this up. And I used it once for that video that I shot, like the Hourglass video I did like months and months ago, and I didn't really know what to do with it. I was like, I don't really understand these powders. I watched videos on them. I'm like, I don't know. Am I supposed to just use like one or the other, or where do I put them? I was just very confused by the whole thing. So what I basically did is I just like swept my brush the entire way across and just applied it around my face. I love this. Like now I want to reach for this all the time. Like doing that method just kind of, or if you know like how better to use these powders, by all means. But I really like the way that it came out when I just whooshed across the whole daggone thing and slapped it all over my face. I thought it gave me a lot of luminosity. It was like a nice finishing powder. I look like super glowy and shiny right now. A little creasy, but you know, glowy and shiny for the most part. Like my little ones there. Yeah, it's just like a little bit creasy. But it's so pretty. So I went in with the Veil Translucent Setting Powder under my eyes, around my nose. So this is a setting powder that I absolutely love. I think it's so beautiful. It applies very nicely. It's not like a baking powder. It's definitely just kind of a setting powder. So if you're a baker, you might want to do something like a Laura Mercier. I also have this in like a larger version. I just pulled a little mini one. So then let's talk about some of these face palettes. So this is the one that was released for this year. So it has some of like the finishing powders along the top, and then you've got a bronzer and 2 blushes. This is beautiful. Love this bronzer. I think I used this today. Yeah, I used this one today on my face. And these are fantastic little palettes. I have this one, and I also have this one. And this one has a bronzer over here and then blushes that's got a highlight and then some finishing powders. And this bronzer is like, of the different ones I tried, this one, as well as the diffused bronze light, I think this one was the deepest bronzer that I tried. So that one is number 3, Golden Bronze Light. I think this one was the darkest one I tried this week. The bronzers are beautiful. All the powders go on super smoothly. Everything blends gorgeously. I tried a couple of the blushes as well. This is a gorgeous blush powder. I also tried this blush. I don't think I tried these 2 yet. I tried these 2. And then pretty sure I tried both of these. I'm positive I tried both of these. I tried the bronzer. The finishing powders I have in the other palette. And then this one, I tried the bronzer, the highlight, and both blushes. This blush is so freaking pretty. It's like this nudie, highlighty blush. Holy Toledo. So beautiful. So these are all gorgeous, and this was such a like a delight. I don't typically, y'all know me. Y'all know I get all scared of expensive stuff and I just let it sit in my drawers and collect dust because I'm like, oh gosh, God forbid I run out of that and have to repurchase anything. Like, oh, I don't want to do that. So I'll grab my drugstore stuff. I'll grab tried and true products, and I'll just, you know, have a good old time with it. But trying these products out for a week, like a week of Hourglass, like actually putting expensive stuff on me for a week, I was just like, whoa. So thanks to Foxy for letting me wild out and be a little bougie this week. That was fun. I used the highlighter from this palette. I thought it was really pretty. It's like much more subtle. Like I don't have anything like beaming off of me right now, I don't think, but there's like a glow and a luminosity. I also used the blush I got from Boxy Premium it was, I think, last month. So I tapped this over just to kind of like warm up my cheeks a little bit. The brow pencil. Most brow pencils, I will say there are dupes out there for, not this one. Not this one. I've never tried a brow pencil like this one. It is expensive. It's like $30 something for a daggone brow pencil. So I'm not going to grab for this all the time. It just snatches your brows. Like mine need to be waxed horrifically. I need to get my nails done. I need to get a whole bunch of things done. But, sorry, Doug's like in the shower right now. This brow pencil is the bomb. It's really stiff and dry, so just so you know that. It will carve your brows out like crazy. It looks, I think, very, very good. My brows never look quite like this. Like, this pencil's bomb. If you feel like splurging, I think you're safe. I think you'll love this. I just think you'll be frustrated at how expensive it is and the fact that you'll probably go through it really quickly if this is like your everyday brow pencil. This is like a special occasion brow pencil. Not today, Satan. This little eyeliner, holy cow, loved this. So I did this look in another video with the Natasha Denona Love palette, but I came back to this one because I wanted to use the Hourglass products with you guys. And seeing this applied along my lower lash, my waterline, I haven't touched a black eye pencil in so long. I keep going for like colorful ones when I bother to do eyeliner, which is not that often. Gorgeous. Love this. Again, it's like a stiff, dry formula, but it just applies perfectly. It looks really natural and smudgy. Like I didn't have to pull on anything to get it to apply. And y'all get to see a lot more in the demonstration. I wanted to just kind of like weigh in and give my thoughts on stuff. So we talked about the diffused bronze light. I actually used this to contour my nose today. All of these products are fantastic, honestly. Like the blushes last forever. The bronzers are so smooth to apply. The foundation is gonna be really based on personal preference because I do find that it's a little bit creasy, but it's pretty. I think you'll look beautiful. You just might be like creasing a bit like I am. So that's like the only downfall. but I also may have used too much, and maybe I did. I'm just using stuff the way I would. I have one of the Scattered Light eyeshadows. This is in Reflect. So today I just kind of put it under my brow and in my inner corner, but I've typically worn this over my lid. And then I have this very bougie little lipstick, and it's one of those like refillable ones. So you get this like gold case, and then these little inserts come. This one, I forget, oh, it's an I Wish. Pretty much like a nude shade. So if I were to buy this again, I would probably get one that's a little bit deeper, because I definitely feel like this on my lips looks very much like close to my skin color. So it kind of like washes my lips out. It's very soft and creamy, but it's just like a bullet lipstick that's going to wear off. This is what I would say would be like one product I probably wouldn't repurchase. I mean, I like having this one, but like I don't feel like it's that special or different from other lip products that you need to spend like an arm and a leg on this little lipstick. It's more so like, if you want it because you just want it in your collection, or you feel like being bougie for a second, you know what I mean? But I don't think you need this. Eyebrow pencil. Oh, I'm going to show you guys demonstrations of all these products on my face. If you want to see this eye look, that is in a different video. this video and hearing my thoughts. These come out around the holidays. So if you can snag one around the holidays, they're like $80, but inside you're getting 6 products. So it ends up being like $15 a product, give or take, I think. And when you buy the little minis, they're like $25 or $26. So, and they're the same size as these. So you're saving a ton of money if you think you'll get use out of all these products. Since it's expensive, I think that you really have to kind of like weigh, like, is this so much more special than something I could get for way less money? You know what I mean? So it really is a matter of personal preference and personal taste. I really like Hourglass. I think their products are high quality. I like that they have thoughtful launches. They're not just constantly pushing out new products, especially at their price point, because your girl cannot afford to be jumping on every Hourglass launch. Let me just tell you right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this Shop My Stash scavenger hunt review roundup. Anyway, I keep talking. I love you guys. Bye.